I'm Richard Clarke. Ramana Maharshi's teachings are deep and profound. Listen each day to deepen your practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 489. Another group of visitors was asking the method of realization. In the course of a reply, Sri Bhagavan said, holding the mind and investigating it is advised for a beginner. But what is the mind after all? It is a projection of the self. See for whom it appears, and from where it rises. The I thought will be found to be the root cause. Go deeper. The I thought disappears, and there is an infinitely expanded I consciousness that is otherwise called Hiranyagarbha. When it puts on limitations, it appears as individuals. In this dialogue, a group of visitors asked Sri Ramana Maharshi about the method of realization. Ramana's response starts by addressing a common practice for beginners, holding and investigating the mind. He acknowledges that for someone starting out, this method can help you focus. Investigating the mind, you find that it is full of thoughts, and these thoughts are oriented around some assumed person. You discover that what seems like reality is actually projected by the mind based on sense impressions and your tendencies which shape your desires. So you live in a world that seems created by the mind. But then Ramana shifts attention to a deeper understanding of the mind's nature, going deeper. Ramana says that the mind itself is just a projection of the self. The mind is not separate or independent. It arises from something more fundamental. The mind does not know by its own light. He suggests that you look at to whom the mind appears and from where does it originate. This brings the focus back to the I thought, which he identifies as the root cause of all mental activity. The I thought is essentially the starting point of your sense of individuality. It is where you begin to identify as a separate person, which leads to the experience of duality, feeling separate from the world around you. It is this I thought that is the context in which all other thoughts operate, within which they are in relation to the I thought. Ramana instructs that instead of staying at the level of the I thought, you should go deeper into it. You should inquire into the source of the I thought. Ask, who knows this I thought? When you investigate the I thought thoroughly through self-inquiry, it dissolves. Once the I thought disappears, what remains is pure, unexpanded consciousness. This is not a limited personal identity, but a vast, undivided awareness. Ramana uses the term Hiranyagarbha to describe this expanded state of consciousness. Hiranyagarbha in Vedic philosophy refers to the cosmic womb, or the universal consciousness that holds all creation. It is not the individual mind or ego, but the expansive consciousness that underlies everything. Ramana Maharshi goes on to say that when this I consciousness takes on limitations, it appears as individuals. In other words, the one undivided consciousness, when seen through the lens of the ego and mind, creates the experience of separate beings. But at its core, it's all one consciousness, temporarily limited by identification with the body and mind. This teaching emphasizes that the mind and ego are not permanent realities. They are just projections of the deeper self. And by inquiring into your true nature, you can experience the limitless, pure consciousness that is your true essence, that is who you are. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 verses on reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment